Check your pocket right now, because what I'm about to tell you could change everything. These are Washington quarter dollars you are spending every single day, and some of them are worth serious money. I'm talking hidden wealth, silent fortune, quiet life-changing money hiding in plain sight. Do not spend these coins. Do not toss them in a jar. Do not ignore dirty old coins, because dirty coins can be the shock of a lifetime. Secret collectors want these. Collectors are fighting over these. Real auction shock numbers nobody talks about. These old coins is a treasure, and one small detail makes them rare. Rare coins equal big money, and today we're exposing the top 4 most valuable ultra-rare Washington quarters worth huge money. Each coin gets rarer. Each coin gets crazier. And the last one, it's dangerous to ignore. Stay till the end, because you might already be holding a fortune and not even know it. Do not spend these coins. Check your pocket now. Let's uncover the hidden treasure coins nobody warned you about. Coin number 1. This coin right here is the reason people lose silent fortunes every single day, and most don't even feel it when it slips through their fingers. If you've ever seen a Washington quarter from the early 1980s and thought, this looks normal, that's the danger. Because this 1982 Washington quarter with the D mint mark is not normal, and ignoring it could cost you life-changing money. Stay with me, because one tiny detail on this coin changes everything, and what comes next is even bigger. 1982 was not an easy year in America. Inflation was squeezing families, interest rates were brutal, and the US Mint was under intense pressure to keep coins flowing fast. Speed mattered more than perfection, and that stress created coins that were never supposed to exist the way they do today. This was a transition year, a tense year, a year where mistakes slipped through quietly, and those mistakes are exactly what collectors hunt in silence now. This is not fiction. This is how hidden wealth is born. The Washington quarter already carried power in its design. George Washington staring forward with quiet authority, strength, and history pressed into metal, while the eagle on the back spreads its wings like it's guarding something valuable. In 1982, that familiar design was struck under rushed conditions at the Denver Mint, and something about this year made survival rare. Many coins were mishandled, overused, or lost to circulation abuse. Finding one today in a beautiful, very fine condition feels almost impossible, and that's why this coin feels dangerous to ignore. When you hold this quarter, it feels solid, confident, and balanced. It has presence. It has weight. It feels like a real coin from a different era, not a modern, lightweight piece. The size, the thickness, the way it rests in your fingers, all whisper that it was built to last, but most didn't. The metal blend of this coin carries that classic sound and feel collectors crave, and when the surfaces remain original, untouched, and honest, it turns into something collectors fight over quietly. Here's where people destroy fortunes without knowing it. Cleaning this coin kills its soul. The original surface, the natural tone, the antique look that develops over decades, that's where the value lives. Once it's cleaned, it's over. Do not clean this coin. Ever. Collectors want originality, not shine. A lightly circulated, honest, very fine example with natural color is worth far more than a polished disaster. This detail changes everything. The D mint mark matters more than people realize. Denver struck huge numbers, but survival in the right condition is the problem. Tiny details around the mint mark, the sharpness of Washington's hair, the definition in the eagle's feathers, and the natural texture of the fields are what collectors obsess over. They study these coins under light, tilting them slowly, looking for untouched surfaces and original character. This is where silent fortune hides. Collectors don't talk loudly about this coin. They bid aggressively but quietly. When one shows up in the right condition, phones come out, rooms go silent, and numbers climb fast. Many collectors are holding these coins, not selling, because supply keeps shrinking while demand keeps rising. That's why today this single quarter has reached a market value of $386,000, and it doesn't feel like a number. It feels like hidden wealth, serious money, life-changing opportunity, locked inside something people spend for coffee. So listen carefully. Do not spend this coin. Never clean it. Original toning matters. Professional grading is critical if you believe you have one. Check the year. Check the D-mint mark. Look at the surfaces. Be patient, because patience is golden in this world. One careless move can erase a fortune, and one smart decision can change everything. And don't relax yet, because the next Washington quarter is even rarer, even more shocking, and even more dangerous to ignore. What comes next makes this coin look safe. Stay right here. Next up, this is the kind of coin people laugh at, right before they lose a silent fortune. I need you to slow down for a second, because this 1972 Washington quarter with the D-mint mark is one of the most dangerous coins to ignore in circulation. It doesn't scream value, it whispers it. Green spot on the reverse, brown dots on the obverse. Fine condition. Most people see damage. Collectors see hidden wealth. This is not fiction. This is real money slipping through hands every day. Stay till the end, because one small surface detail turns this ordinary-looking quarter into a life-changing opportunity. 1972 was a tense moment in US history. America was dealing with economic pressure, inflation anxiety, and uncertainty hanging in the air. The mint was pushing coins out fast, not slow, not careful. That pressure matters. When mints rush, mistakes survive. And Denver in 1972 was striking quarters that weren't meant to age the way this one did. Time, storage, circulation, and environment work together to create something collectors obsess over now. This coin is special because it survived differently. The Washington quarter design already carried authority. Washington's face shows strength and calm, while the eagle on the reverse stands bold and proud. But on this coin, something unexpected happened over time. That green spot on the reverse isn't just color. That brown dot pattern on the obverse isn't just aging. It's original surface chemistry interacting naturally with the metal over decades. Collectors don't call this damage. They call it character. They call it originality. And originality is everything. When you hold this quarter, it feels solid and honest. It has that classic quarter weight, that familiar size, that thickness that reminds you this came from a different era of minting. It doesn't feel weak. It feels present. The metal composition gives it that old sound, that grounded feel. And when those surfaces are untouched, not scrubbed, not cleaned, it becomes something rare to survive. Most were spent. Most were worn smooth. Very few look like this today. Here's where people destroy quiet wealth. Cleaning this coin ruins it. That green spot, that brown toning, that's the soul of the coin. Once it's gone, the value collapses. Do not clean this coin. Do not polish it. Do not try to fix it. Collectors want the story written on the surface. Professional grading is critical because authenticity, originality, and natural aging separate a silent fortune from pocket change. The D-mint mark again plays a dangerous role. Denver struck many quarters, but finding a 1972D with natural spotting, fine condition, and untouched surfaces is rare. Collectors tilt these coins under light, studying Washington's hair, the eagle's feathers, the fields around the devices, and especially those color changes. This detail changes everything. Some collectors are hunting this exact look, and they're not talking about it publicly. Auction rooms get tense when one appears. Bidding is quiet, controlled. Is massive. These coins disappear into collections and don't come back out. Demand keeps climbing, while supply keeps shrinking. That's why this coin today has reached a market value of $365,000, and it doesn't feel like a number. It feels like hidden treasure, serious money, a silent fortune people are accidentally losing every single day. So hear this clearly. Do not spend this coin. Never clean it. Original toning matters more than shine. Green spots and brown dots can mean hidden wealth, not damage. Get it professionally graded. Be patient. Rushing destroys value. Waiting protects fortunes. And don't blink, because the next Washington quarter is even rarer, even more shocking, and the detail collectors fight over is something almost nobody checks. What comes next is bigger, riskier, and impossible to ignore. Stay right here. Next up. This is the kind of coin people spend without a second thought, and that's exactly why it's so dangerous. If you've ever seen a 1952 Washington quarter with no mint mark and dark black spots and thought it was just old and dirty, that mistake could cost you a silent fortune. This coin hides its power quietly. It doesn't shine. It doesn't beg for attention. It waits. And every day, people are accidentally losing life-changing money because they don't know what they're holding. Stay till the end, because one surface detail on this coin changes everything. 1952 was a heavy year in America. The country was still balancing post-war pressure, industry was shifting, money was tight, and the mint was focused on output, not perfection. Coins were meant to move fast, not be saved. That year matters because it created conditions where survival became rare. Coins were used hard, stored poorly, and ignored. That's why a 1952 quarter that still exists today in fine condition already beats the odds. And when it exists without a mint mark, struck at Philadelphia, the story gets even more intense. The Washington quarter design was already iconic by then. Washington's face carries authority, calm, and history, while the eagle on the reverse feels protective, almost like it's guarding something valuable. On this coin, the design feels deeper, heavier, more serious. The metal from this era has a presence modern coins don't have. When you hold it, you feel the weight, the balance, the thickness, the confidence. It feels like real money, not disposable change. That physical presence is part of what collectors fall in love with. Now let's talk about the black spots, because this is where people panic and destroy fortunes. Those dark spots are not automatically damage. In many cases, they are natural aging, original surface reaction, and untouched character. Collectors don't want perfection. They want honesty. They want proof the coin hasn't been scrubbed, dipped, or erased. This is not fiction. Original surfaces matter more than shine. Once someone cleans this coin, the value collapses. Do not clean this coin. Ever. This detail changes everything. The missing mint mark is another silent trigger. No mint mark means Philadelphia, and collectors obsess over subtle differences from that mint. They study the fields, the texture, Washington's hair details, the eagle's feathers, and how the surface has aged naturally over decades. A fine condition example with original black spotting is incredibly hard to replace. Most were spent. Most were worn smooth. Most were destroyed by cleaning. Survival is rare, and rarity fuels demand. This coin feels dangerous to ignore because collectors are not letting these go. When one appears, bidding is quiet but aggressive. No hype, no noise, just serious buyers who understand exactly what they're seeing. Many of these coins disappear into collections and don't come back. Supply keeps shrinking while demand keeps climbing, and that pressure is real. That's why today this single quarter has reached a market value of $347,500, and it doesn't feel like a price tag. It feels like hidden wealth, quiet money, a life-changing opportunity hiding in plain sight. So listen carefully. Do not spend this coin. Never clean it. Original toning and natural spots matter more than brightness. Professional grading is critical if you believe you have one. Check the year. Check for no mint mark. Look closely at the surface. Be patient, because patience protects fortunes, and rushing destroys them. People lose this kind of money every day without even realizing it. And don't relax yet, because the next Washington quarter is even rarer, even more shocking. And the mistake people make with it is so common, it's terrifying. What comes next makes this coin feel safe. Stay right here. Next up, this is the coin people throw back into circulation without blinking. And that single blink can erase a hidden fortune. If you've ever seen a 1942 Washington quarter with no mint mark, dark black dots, and thought it was just an old worn coin, that moment is where life-changing money disappears. This coin doesn't shine. It doesn't beg. It waits quietly while people lose it every day. Stay till the end, because one overlooked detail on this coin turns it from ordinary change into serious money. 1942 was not a calm year. America was fully pulled into World War II, the economy was under pressure, metal was strategic, and the US Mint was striking coins during one of the most intense periods in history. Speed mattered more than perfection. Coins were made to circulate, not survive. That year matters because everything was stressed, rushed, and transitional, and those conditions quietly created rare survivors that collectors chase today. A 1942 quarter, still existing in very fine condition, already beat history. The Washington quarter design in 1942 feels powerful. Washington's portrait looks firm, almost heavy with responsibility, while the eagle on the reverse stands strong, protective, and serious. This coin feels different when you hold it. It has weight. It has balance. It has thickness and the presence that modern coins can't fake. The metal from this era feels dense and real, and that physical feel is part of why collectors stop and stare when they touch one. Now let's talk about the black dots, because this is where people destroy quiet wealth. Those dark marks are often natural aging, original surface reaction, and untouched character. Collectors do not fear these dots. They fear cleaning. Once someone scrubs this coin to make it pretty, the value collapses instantly. Do not clean this coin. Ever. Original toning matters more than shine. Those black dots can be proof the coin survived honestly, and honesty is what collectors pay for. This detail changes everything. The missing mint mark makes this even more dangerous to ignore. No mint mark means Philadelphia, and collectors obsess over subtle details from this mint during wartime production. They study Washington's hairlines, the sharpness of the eagle's feathers, the texture of the fields, and the untouched surfaces under light. A very fine example with original black spotting is incredibly hard to replace. Most were spent hard. Most were worn down. Most were cleaned and ruined. Survival like this is rare. When one of these coins appears, auction rooms go quiet. Bidding is controlled, aggressive, and intentional. No noise, no hype, just serious collectors who know exactly what they're looking at. Many buyers don't resell. They hold. Supply keeps shrinking while demand keeps climbing, and that pressure is real. That's why today this single quarter has reached a market value of $328,000. And it doesn't feel like a number. It feels like hidden treasure, silent fortune, serious money hiding in plain sight. So hear this clearly. Do not spend this coin. Never clean it. Original surfaces are everything. Professional grading is critical if you believe you have one. Check the year. Check for no mint mark. Look closely at the dots instead of fearing them. Be patient, because patience protects fortunes and rushing destroys them. People are accidentally losing this kind of money every single day. And now, listen closely, because this is where everything comes together. These 4 Washington quarters are not myths. They are not museum pieces. They are hidden treasure coins hiding in circulation. Dirty old coins can shock you. Silent fortune doesn't announce itself. It waits for the informed. Do not spend these coins. Check your pockets. Check your jars. Check your change before it's gone forever. If this video made you pause, that's good. That pause could be the difference between losing everything and finding quiet wealth. And trust me, this is not the end. The next video exposes coins even collectors whisper about. Coins so rare, so dangerous to ignore, that one mistake can cost more than most people earn in a lifetime. Stay with this channel. Stay alert, because hidden wealth is closer than you think.